Carlos Alcaraz faces the abyss and acknowledges his problem. Roger Federer's former coach pinpoints the cause of the Spanish tennis player's decline since August. Carlos Alcaraz has ended the season with a bittersweet taste, leaving behind a year that has nevertheless been historic for him. Disappointing results in Paris-Bercy, the ATP Finals, and an early exit from the Davis Cup left him unsatisfied, particularly seeing his great rival, but not enemy, Jannik Sinner, lift the trophy at the ATP Finals and the Davis Cup in Malaga. This year's slump was not as severe as last year when his performance dropped after the US Open, as he made a strong comeback in the Chinese Tour. However, since August, he has not reached the same level he displayed in June and July. Coupled with his struggles during the South American Tour prior to Indian Wells and the injury that largely sidelined him during the spring clay season, the overall balance has not met expectations. Despite these challenges, Alcaraz has had an exceptional year, winning 2 Grand Slams, Roland Garros and Wimbledon, a Masters 1000, Indian Wells, and a silver medal at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Additionally, he has maintained an unbeaten record against Sinner in official matches, with his only loss coming at the 6th Grand Slam, an exhibition tournament where conditions were not in his favor. The impact of Paris 2024. At certain points in the season, Alcaraz lost the joy that defines his game. The culmination came when he smashed his racket in Cincinnati and exited early at the US Open. Former player and Roger Federer's ex-coach Paul Annacone has offered his perspective on the late-season slump. I think Carlos Alcaraz is a joyful player. I believe he lost some of that joy this year for various reasons. One of his biggest achievements was also one of the greatest challenges he had to overcome, only winning a silver medal. It's a huge accomplishment, but I think it broke his heart a bit, and that affected him through the summer, said Annacone. Although Alcaraz rebounded with a victory over Sinner in Beijing, followed by a quarterfinal exit in Shanghai, his performance has otherwise fallen short. After Paris 2024, his emotional state visibly declined, and he admitted to struggling following his Olympic loss to Novak Djokovic. You have to find what motivates you and stick with it, Annacone added, emphasizing the importance of Alcaraz starting fresh during this brief break to regain his emotional balance for the next season. Only then can he reclaim his joy and peak performance. The Dana storm complicates Alcaraz's future. Severe rains in Valencia have ruled the city out as the host for next year's Davis Cup Finals, even though it was the frontrunner to host the event in Spain. This weekend, the draw date for the Davis Cup playoffs, set for December 2nd, was announced. Additionally, it was confirmed that 2 wild cards would be granted, one for the reigning champion, Italy, to advance directly to the semifinals, and another for the host country of the finals. With Malaga ruled out as a venue and Valencia no longer in contention due to the storm, the only candidate city appears to be Zhuhai, China. If confirmed, China would receive the wild card, automatically qualifying for the group stage and pushing Spain into the playoff draw. Spain faces strong competition in the playoffs, with potential opponents including Serbia, possibly featuring Djokovic, Denmark, led by Rune, and Japan. The playoff matches will take place from January 31 to February 2, right after the Australian Open and before the start of the South American clay court swing, adding a scheduling challenge for Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz's final shot at glory. While Alcaraz has ended his ATP season, he still has a chance to claim one more honor in 2024. He is nominated for the Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award at the ATP Awards. Known for his exemplary behavior on and off the court, Alcaraz is a favorite for the award, competing against Grigor Dimitrov, Casper Ruud, and Dominic Thiem. Other categories at the gala include Comeback of the Year, with nominees Kei Nishikori, Matteo Berrettini, and Marin Cilic. Most Improved Player, featuring Jack Draper, Alejandro Tabilo, Giovanni Pericard, and Thomas Makak. Breakthrough Player of the Year, where Jakub Mensik and Zhongkang Shang are candidates. Coach of the Year, nominated by fellow coaches, Xavier Melissa, Alexei Popyrin, Emmanuel Planck, Giovanni Pericard, Michael Russell, Taylor Fritz, Brad Stein, Tommy Paul, and James Trotman, Jack Draper. Carlos Alcaraz confirms his plans. During the off-season, players use their time to reflect on the year and plan their schedules. Alcaraz has already confirmed his participation in several tournaments, including the ATP Queen's Club 2025, as announced on the event's social media. The Murcia native aims to reclaim the #1 spot from Jannik Sinner, knowing that it will require hard work not only in Grand Slams but throughout the entire season. Alcaraz thrives in familiar settings and will return to the grass court tournament, where he triumphed in 2023 as part of his successful Wimbledon preparation. If you enjoyed this content, Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. At Tennis Zone, we're dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, with in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the tennis world. Join our community and be part of the excitement of tournaments with us. At Tennis Zone, we strive to deliver updated, high-quality content on players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in global tennis.